Welcome to Copper Owl Coins. Okay, now let's do this. Took a couple minutes to get it right. I'm not sure why. It's like it's the first time I've ever done this before. But hello, B&K. Hello, Scrap Metal Racing. Hello, Tom Thumb and Ken of Mine, who were here early. Hoping that there's going to be a few folks show up. Dimebag Coins is in. Hello, sir. Gotta have my energy for the afternoon. So, NC Prospectors, how are you doing? As you can see, guys, we're going to do box of nickels. This is box number 24 of the Hunt and Fill series, and instead of recording a bunch of smaller clips, fusing those together, stitching them together, what have you, and putting out a produced video, I thought it'd be kind of fun just to hunt this one live, at least for the next hour, and we'll see where we get from there over my lunch break and working from home today. So we will see where we get to with this. I don't want to waste a lot of time, getting into it. I'm not planning to do giveaways. I'm planning to treat this just like any other nickel box hunt that I do, kind of off screen, or not live, we should say. It's the noon owl, yeah. Nickels at noontime. So, let me see what's going on here. Let me answer a question from a buddy of mine. All right. Looks like we might be in the clear. Good deal. Doesn't look like I've got any kind of pressing emails or text or anything like that. So, we should be good. All right, let's get to it. Let's start in on box number 24, and let's open it up and see what we're going to get ourselves into. This does have the holes on the other side, and we could see that it was a good box for hunting. And that looks like, yeah, lots of mostly older original style enders there. So let's go ahead and get this off to the side. Let's see what we're going to start off with. One more sip. And we'll just say hi to everybody that shows up. I'm actually going to get my nickel hunt log up here on my third screen so that I can track them accurately. Call that box number 24. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second here. All right, that didn't seem to be anything. So Michael Wells, I put a new sticker on your mail that came back to me and sent it back to you this time with the apartment number. Hopefully it makes it this time. I do apologize for that. Let's see. Let's get down a little closer. I am going to have to put my reading glasses on. It's just where I'm at in life. So, all right. Let me get this set up with the correct date. 7/18/19. We start off of the 188 that we of the 188 spots in a nickel series, original Jefferson nickel series. Well, I guess it's not necessarily only original, but you know what I mean. In the Jefferson nickel series, there are 188 nickels to find as of last year or whenever we started this, and we have 181 of those spots filled. We'll hopefully fill some of those spots. Most of the spots we need are the there's a couple of the wartime silvers, but most of them, at least 5 of the 7 we need, are the key dates. A little harder to find. So I'm going to throw these on so we can see. And we're going to be looking, you can see right over here the things that we're going to be looking for. Happy to have 11 of you here with us. Let's back it off just a little bit so we can see everything here. There we go. We'll bring you anything that we find. Off and running. While you're in the chat, please feel free to ask anything you like about the channel, primarily. I don't really want to get into, politics, religion, kind of the things you normally stay away from, but yeah, thank you, BK. Exactly. Come on, War Nickel. Building a secondary Jefferson nickel set for your nephew. Probably going to start a third for my cousin. That sounds awesome. Yeah, this is my second set that I'm working on, and being that we're doing a series on it, who knows, we may even auction off that set at the end. Or we might just have a secondary set as a backup. Who knows? I'm not Rob Finds Treasure, Let's go big and hope for a V-nickel. We've had those before. Twice. Yes, I hear you there, Michael. I've got plenty of those. I could do that with a bunch of my pennies too. Let's see what we got there. Is that? Well, that is the one you want to look for. It's kind of ugly. Doubling on the 4. I don't see anything. Finding any beavers. Every once in a while we do. Every once in a while. There's going to be our first find. 1954. That's going to be a Denver. So let's bump that up 1. Every once in a while we'll find one. Tagger. Yeah, I hear you there, Michael. I'm kind of feeling like, yeah, we could make a pretty big splash on a penny album many, many, many times over. There's a 64 Denver. Man, I don't know what's going on with my microscope lately, but it's like not very smooth. The video feed's not very smooth, and I'm not sure exactly why. 64 Denver. We're looking for the a repunch mint mark. There's a couple of them that can actually are recognized. Lots of minor ones, but a few of them that are major that can be recognized. And you know, they actually have a pretty good value to them, but they're not. I don't find many at all. Maybe once or twice. And so that makes me think, okay, either I'm not very good at identifying them, or they really are rare, and should I be finding more than one? It's not like I'm waiting for another 22 no-D wheat cent to pop up in my life. I think I've got that one covered for good. So, y'all feel free to chat amongst yourselves. Looks like we're down to only a handful of people here. Not sure that we were going to get a big crowd today, being that it's noon hour here in the central part of the country. I stayed up late last night watching the Republican National Convention. Got to see what's on their mind, and you know, just more intriguing since, you know, his assassination attempt. So wanted to see what was on the guy's mind, and as usual, he was pretty brash. Mid-morning on the West Coast. That's true. 1941 is going to be our next find. 1941 Philly. Let's take a look over here. Over here. There we go. I don't see 41 Philly anywhere in the lot of things to look for, but it does get us a record on our counter. There we go. Oh yeah, 64. There was tons of nickels made then. It's such a deceptive one because, you know, it looks old. It is older, but a lot of them have the wear that make them look even older, like the ones you want to find, and then it's a 64. But at least there's something to look for, you know? That's where I'm kind of like, okay, you got to take the good with the bad on that one. Kind of like most elections, you know, you got to take the good with the bad. Keep telling myself that every 4 years, though. That's the sad part. Listen to me going on and on about it. Hey, we're back up to 9, folks, so welcome back. Feel free to chat it up. I am still wondering if anyone has searched a few boxing, I'm guessing dozen boxes, and recorded every coin found, generate some statistical odds. I don't know. I try to do the finds, but not every single thing is a find, you know. Got an ender here, a little something on him that comes right off. We're going to have another one in the 40s, 1949, and that's a Philly. If it was a 49S, it would have been a semi-key date. Yep, that would be the one. Of course, we want to look out for those hinting nickels too. Those are, haven't found one of those yet. yeah, feel free to play some games, ask some questions. You know, it's kind of an open forum here today. Not trying to sell any rolls, just having some fun. Yeah, that's true. I think Rob does a fair job of that. You know, because he's usually looking for that 50D at the end for nickels, or, you know, to do other hunt and fills. Nickel seems to be one of the easiest one. Penny's probably right after that. Especially if you open it up to more than just wheat pennies. But I can understand doing the wheat penny focused one, just because they're a lot of fun to find. They're still out there. Every once in a while you can find a good one. Hey, Walker Magnet. Just doing a little noon nickel hunt. Not going to do it for more than about an hour. Well, look at me. Yep. Hello, Mrs. Owl. Just doing it over the noon hour. Had an extra box of nickels this week, so I thought, you know, let's do one of my nickel hunts. That's part of the Hunt and Fill series, and that's what we're doing. We're doing that, trying to find some finds. Nope, I didn't put the other 40 up there. Big Dummy 71. Hello and welcome. Thank you for subscribing. Picked up a few subs along the way here. Now that one's kind of interesting. I'm actually going to zoom in on that one. That looks like that's got either damage or width to it, like a DDO. I think it's just damage. I can set it off to the side, but I really do think it's just damage. We'll take a closer look at it another time. Oh, got another 49. So we'll add two more 40s to the box, or to the list. Another 40 filly, but this one's in really rough shape. So what am I doing? Thinking I can change the numbers on the screen, and I got to do it in the text file. I want to be a little bit careful here. See, we're in roll number 6. I think we're in roll 4 for the last 49. For the 41. And for the 54 Denver. Yeah, I've got a sheet off to the side that I keep track of all these. One, it helps me keep a good record of it. Two, when I'm making the produced video, then I don't lose track. I can come back and say, oh, hey, here's the roll, here's what we found, anything special about it, maybe a little information about it. Just try to help myself do these videos as much as I can. They do take a little work to produce. So I've got one of the outlets visiting me right now. What's up? Oh, look at that. Good job.
Egg sandwiches.
For me?
No.
Scrambled egg sandwiches made by outlet number 3. He's recently learned how to make those, and he is doing really well with them. He's pretty happy and proud of it, and he should be. And they're looking pretty good. Yep, there you go. Trina Kirk, Trina Cirque, I'm not sure which, but hello, welcome in. Hey, Jeff Scotton, good to see you. You know what I'm going to do, just because I can, and I haven't had a chance to yet this month, is I'm going to gift 5 memberships to the chat. There's only 13 of you here, so hopefully everybody that's new in here will get one. Let's see who's going to get them. Joyce McAuliffe, Lisa D, Coin Silver, Teacher, and Fat Baxter. I forgot, they don't always have to be present in the chat to be able to get them. It looks at the entire list of people that visit your channel and awards them that way. So, Gregory Freeman, welcome in, and how are you doing? We're not going to be here too long today, just long enough to do some nickels over the noon hour, like the title suggests. If it goes a little long, we'll just have a longer lunch break, right? We'll make it up on the other side. Gregory Freeman's been here 5 months as a barn owl. Thank you so much. Hey, teacher. Good to see you. Voice command or not, we're happy you're here. Just looking at nickels. Trying to get through a few of them as fast as we can. Give you something to munch on over the noon hour. We'll be going up to our Boy Scout reservation where summer camp's at to oh no, Jeff. I hope somebody's going to be there to help you soon. Roll number 8 here, guys. Or I'm sure you can handle it, but if you need help, I hope it comes. Oh my goodness, Mrs. Owl gifted 5 memberships. Here we go. Who else is getting them? Tom Thumb, Dagger Cards, Frank Woodman Jr.'s getting 1. And nickel for our thoughts. Yeah, Crafty Dragon and Sam Wilson. That's a pretty good list that you sent memberships to, Mrs. Owl. Thank you for doing that. Look at Mrs. Owl giving out memberships. That one I'm pretty sure doesn't have anything. I'm going to look for the 64D and a 63 Philly. Also has some doubling that you want to look for. If I'm not wrong, 63 has some tripling that you want to look for on the reverse. How do you become green? Well, there's 2 ways, Trina. If you'd like to become a member of the channel, there's a join button that should be down below this window here. That's one way. You can be a member for as low as $1.99 a month. If somebody gifts memberships to the chat, then it's kind of a random thing that the program does. I don't have any say on who gets it, but you can be gifted a membership as well. So you either become a member and pay monthly, or it gets gifted to you. And then that person usually pays for them. But as the channel owner, I get some that I can send out. Okay. Spam risk. All right. Not sure who that is, but we do have a find. It's a 1959, and it's not in bad shape. 1959. Denver. It's in pretty good shape right there, so we might be checking the book for an upgrade on that one. It's going to give us our 5th find in our 9th roll, and it was a 59 Denver. All right. Let's get back to looking. See what we got. Hey, Starika, good to see you. Sorry, I'm not looking at the screen a little bit more. Nickels just kind of require focus downward, whereas half dollars I can look up a little more often. I do kind of catch it out of my peripheral vision. Oh, that's terrible focus there. Come on. Come on. Come on. There, that's better. Sorry about that, guys. I wish I could like train this thing to do the right thing. Can't oh mine. How you doing? ABH, there's the redeemed gopher.
Freeze, gopher!
17 folks have found their way in over the noon hour to check this out. Thank you so much, guys. Or if it had a manual focus. You know, that's true. I kind of wanted the autofocus, but I was hoping that it would be a little more, oh, I don't know what to say. A little more focused on here and come back to here all the time, I guess. That would have been ideal, but maybe that's just not how it works, and I need to kind of figure that out. A little more responsive. There we go. Always try to focus on something in the screen when there's nothing else. So that would be like, okay, I take my hands out of the screen, it focuses here. If I put my hands in or bring something closer, it focuses on that. That's what I thought I was getting. But maybe my expectations need to be reset. Sleepy, woke up around 5 this morning, now need a nap. I'm not a morning person. I hear you there. Since I was working from home, I decided to sleep in just a little bit, since I didn't have to go through the normal morning routine. I've got all my boxes for the weekend already. We'll have 2 boxes to hunt on Sunday. So if anybody wants to get rolls early, feel free to. I always like starting a stream with rolls already bought. There will be a link on the announcement video that's out there. I don't have the comment video out yet. I will make sure and get that out yet today. Just having some fun with some nickels at present. There's a nice 2000, but don't need that. There you go. It's in the chat. Now there's something I haven't seen. Streamlabs did the order correctly for rolls. That's good to see. Not sure why it was doing it any other way, but that's good to see. 1957, and that's a Denver. So we're going to put that there. Get our focus back, I hope. Come on, focus. There we go. And that's going to be in roll number 11. We got a 57 Denver. And that's going to give us 3 50s as well as 3 40s. So here we go. I got a couple of rolls of full date buffs. One roll is all 36, the other's mainly 36, 37. I know that feeling. I got a big bag of, I think it was like 100 buffalo nickels at Coin Show in Tulsa. Brought it home. They all had dates, but I bet you 80% or more of them were 37s. No 3 legs either. Not even 3.5 legs. Got a couple of them that are suspicious back in here, so we'll see if we find anything just first glance at the roll when we spread it out. Okay. Hey, Joey Brown. Good to see ya. Got kids home on summer break, but they've only got a few more weeks before they got to go back to school again. Oh no. Could at least have a little variety, yeah. Exactly. That one looks old, and it is. It is a 1940. And that is a filly. So new oldest one on our board so far. We thought that would be older, and it was. Come on, all the way back. Thank you. Need it to be AI and learn when to focus and when not to focus. Of course, a lot of other stuff comes with that I don't want to have to deal with, so I'm okay. '64 Denver, looking pretty good. David DeBloom's just subscribed. Thank you, David. Man, we're getting a lot of subscribers today. That is just fun to see. Thank you so much, David. And if you're here for the first time and haven't had a chance to subscribe and you like what you're seeing, I would love to have you on board as a subscriber. It costs you absolutely nothing. Memberships do, but subscription to the channel doesn't. 57 Denver on that one. So that makes a second one. This one's not as good as the first one. But that gives us find number 7 and roll number 12, and that is a 57. One thing at a time here. 57 Denver. So we did have actually no, that would be I lost a 49 in there somewhere, so or 40. Yep. We had that earlier in that same roll, so 12 had a 57 Denver in it, but we also had that 40. Ugh. I make these mistakes and I get out of here without the right information. That just messes everything up. Yep, feel free to type in !ME for your chance to put your channel name up there on display. I always welcome that. Especially like to help out channels that help me out. You know, if you're promoting a gambling channel, though, we're going to have to talk, because that's not what I want to be promoting, supporting. It's certainly not what I'm going to do. So, if you want to know how I really feel, send me an email. That one looks like that's got a 3 on it. Maybe $3 sign? I don't know. Kind of strange to find on a nickel. Somebody using it as a poker chip in poker? I don't know. Another 57. Man, the 57s are out strong today. Another Denver. That's our third one. In our 13th roll. So far, 13 rolls and 9 finds isn't too bad of a pace. That's a lot of finds. my hope is we'll be able to get through this, at least half of this box during the noon hour. Hey, Mrs. Coin Crew, how we doing? Keeping it squirrely over there? We're doing good. Probably don't recognize me with my reading glasses on, but I got to do that. These dates are small. These eyes are getting older. Need to find a way to bring you up so you can sing some tunes with us. Working and lurking. That's right. I'm on my lunch break, so I thought, let's do some hunting. So that's why I got to kind of call it here in a little while too. So yeah, I'll tell you what, I got some new glasses that have the progressive lenses in it. I wore them for a couple days this week, and that takes a little getting used to. There's a nice looking 61, but unfortunately not old enough that we need it. I'll set it aside since it was a little better. But yeah, when I'm only wearing my glasses and I had the distance vision, single vision, then I had to take them off to see up close like you're doing. Since I got my contacts in, I gotta wear these while I'm hunting. Just time catching up with me, I guess. Angel, one of the reasons I'm sleepy now. Yeah, you've been filling in for Ida, haven't you? Hey, David Doubloons. I think you need to refresh, because that is a long time after I said thank you. At the butt crack of dawn. Yeah, that can be fun. He said he'd been up since about 5. So yeah, you must have got him good. Pretty good looking 61 as well. I want to put that one over there. So here's another find, another 54. And it's a Denver. Second one of those. And roll number 15. So let's see how we doing. We're 6 on the 50s. Wow, I'm getting behind. Get caught up here. And now we're fuzzy. Come on, right there. Bring it down here. Thank you. Thank you. I got you. When does she think she'll be back? I haven't really caught that information. There's a nice looking 63 filly. I'll look for some triple. I don't see any triple lettering. We'll look elsewhere. See if there's anything else we see. Still a few weeks, so that's good. Well, you know, I know she had some pretty significant procedure, so, you know, whatever time it takes so she feels better, that's the important thing, right? I'm going to set that one aside. That might be a 63 upgrader there. And right not far behind it, we got another 1940. And that one's a Denver. Wait a minute, let me look here. 40S would have been one with an RPM or an overmint mark. Nothing too special about the 40, other than it's old. And it's a find. So still in roll 15, got a 40 Denver. It's a lower mintage, lowest one we've got so far. 43.5 million were made. Anything less than about 80 million, and that tends to be lower mintage on nickels. Ooh, Ooh, we got one in the 30s. 1939. Man, cross your fingers that we've got a key date here. That would be awesome. Nothing. Nothing. I wanted one of those sound bites. Dun, dun, dun. But a 39 Philly is nothing to get sad about. Let's, I think that one has some potential doubling. Right through there. Not that I'm seeing. So freaking awesome. How are you doing? Man, I'm loving roll 15. This is our third find and they keep getting older. There's a 57, our fourth find. Wow. 1957D. That's like the one that we're going to find the most of today. All right. That's 4 finds in roll 15. We're in roll 15 with 13 finds now. How about that? Good looking 60, but I think I've got a really good looking 60 in the book. We might have a 5th find back here. Oh my gosh, another 39. This one's worn, so I'm guessing that it's probably not a mint mark, but you never know. Let's take another look. Man, how many times do you get it twice in one box, let alone one roll? Here we go. Another Philly. This one's been dinged pretty hard right there. Looks like a crack in the foundation of Monticello. So 2 39s in the same roll. How about that? And 5 in the one roll. 5 finds. We're almost even now. Finds and rolls. All right, roll 16. I mean, there's times that we're at this point well into the second half of the box. We might have a little bit of a collection dump now that I'm thinking about it, because to have that many finds and to have a couple of older finds in the 30s like that, I mean, I'm not saying it is, but it could be. You just never know. And like you said, it kind of depends on how they got bunched up. It's another 64. That one got a D over D on it. Nope. Hey, Joseph Lopez, good to see ya. We've got just about everybody that I've said hi to before and still in here. 21 people. And you got nothing better to do on a Friday lunch hour, huh? Just kidding. Glad that you're here, spending a little time with copper altcoins. Just enjoying some time here. Going to be going to the Boy Scout reservation tonight. It's the last night of ceremonies for the summer. If there's a chance that my son, who's looking to join the Navy, if they recognize him, they might give him a couple of coup to wear on his lanyard. Hey Vincent, how we doing? That is a toasty nickel. Government workers usually leave after lunch on Fridays. Well, I've got a lot of Department of Energy people that I work around, and a lot of them stick it out. But, you know, I get it. I get it. A lot of them are probably wondering who their top boss is going to be in the next week or two or tomorrow. Craziness going on out there, guys. Wish I could say I hadn't seen it coming, but oh my goodness. That book was not hard to read. Yes, just so you know, I fall more into the DOT branch of government. Gotcha. And just so you know, yes, I will openly admit I am a conservative. I would not say that I'm over the top conservative. I'm not independent or in the middle. Some days I think it could help me if I were, but just notice this 63 on the end is looking really nice. We'll set that aside to see if there's any upgrades on that one. That was on the other end here. Spotted it when we tore it open. Got to check those 2004s for a Philly with the treaty on the back. I defy classification all over the place. Who's crazy? Nobody in particular. But I guess the one thing I wanted to say is, without getting into politics, being a conservative person by nature, that I got a lot of friends that are not. It's kind of funny. It's almost like opposites attract there. Like my best friend on the planet is very much a liberal Democrat. And we get along fine. So, in fact, I'll probably hear from him tonight just because it's been a while. And he gets a little lippy on Fridays. It's one of those friends in life where you can call each other names and use some colorful metaphors with one another, and at the end of the day, no one's hurt. Everybody's going to be alright. Friendship's still there. So let's move on. 1980 on that one. Man, we found those 39s and it just said no more for a few rolls, guy. You've had plenty in this one. That's a toasty nickel too. Maybe it's just letting us get caught back up with the pace that I wanted to have to get done about halfway through the box. If we could, over this noon hour. We should be able to get along. Absolutely. See, personal trainer does the same thing with you. See, there's where I'm kind of like, well, with a personal trainer, you're paying him to motivate you. So there shouldn't be any problem there. Let's see, I'm behind on a couple of finds here. We actually have that and two in the 30s. I was wondering how we were off there. So there we go. There's another find. 19. Got to make sure it's a 58 or a 38. That looks like. Is that a 38? That is a 38. Our third in the 30s. And this one's worn, but let's see if it's got a mint mark. No mint mark. Whew. Well, you can't get any older without being a buffalo, but to get 3 in the 30s, I'm kind of convinced we've got at least a mini collection dump here. What a box. Let's see, that's going to be in roll number 20. That's going to be a 38. You know what? Those 239s, let's look for a Henning nickel on those. Henning notch, we're going to look here in the R. It's almost got like a little round notch in it. I'm not seeing one on either one of those, so I had to do our diligence there. How about 330s in the box? That's almost more rare than getting buffaloes in my boxes. Very happy with that. Wish we could get one of those to be a key date that we'd like to have. Man, there's another good looking 63 Philly that I'm going to set aside because there's more to look at on that. Actually, I'm going to look at it right here and now. I don't think I'm seeing anything there. Nope. I'm still going to set it aside because it might be a really nice one for the book. It might even be nicer than the last one we set aside. All right. So 15 finds. I thought that was going to be a 58, not a 38. But that's why you got to look. You got to look real close because some of the on nickels, that 5 and that 3 can look a lot alike. This box may set a record. You know, I'd have to go back and check and see. But yeah, it's pretty rare that we're approaching 20 at the midway point of the box. Somebody's grandkids must have got into the collection. Yeah. That's entirely possible. And you know, the second half of the box could cool off just as hot as the first half has been red hot. You know, we went almost 4 rolls there without finding anything, then bam, 38. Well, this one I'm pretty sure is a 58. Yep, that's a 58. And that one's going to be 58 Denver. So we got a 58 on the board now. Come on, focus for me. Focus on the hand all the way down here. Come on, there you go. Jeez. That is in roll number 21. It's find number 16. 58 Denver. All right. Now we're sitting at 8. Good box for finds. So, looking at this, yeah, we bumped up almost 8 subs. I'm a little bit shocked by that. I hope most of them will stay. If you're subbing for the first time, drop a like on this video. We've got 41 likes. That's awesome, guys. You'll put me to a decision there, aren't you? With just a few more. You know, we might as well do a little something for you guys. You've been hanging out with us. We'll do a giveaway. Get to 50 likes, we'll do a giveaway. You got to. You guys help me out by being here over this hour. I mean, it's the least I can do. Might not get in the mail until tomorrow, but, you know, we'll do a little something. I think we're going to have a proof. We are. Look at that. A proof nickel. How about that? There's the S on there just to prove it. That's not one we get very often, and just gives me more interesting information to think that this is some type of a collection that got put into circulation. This has just been an amazing box so far. Man, that's pretty cool. A proof. We have proof. There are old nickels and there are shiny nickels in this box. No kidding. I'm not even sure what to say about that one, but I'm going to put over here that we have a proof. Can't handle the proof, that's right. Oh, I just jerked that microscope around here. So I'm going to have to add a item for it to sum up. There we go. 17 finds. We're still 3 rolls away from the middle of the box. Unbelievable. I'm going to have to focus this thing too. Let's see what we got. It's not terrible, but it could be a lot better. There we go. And this, come on. We are hunting some nickels, namaste. This is a, I've got kind of a Gaw the Proof. Well, you might have been reading my mind there, kin of mine. You never know. Good afternoon, namaste. We're finding a bunch of stuff. It's been a really good box so far. So hard to complain about that. It's a nice one if you're going to do something like this to get one. Another 54, and it is kind of corroded around there. So 54 Philly, I think we've got. First 54 Philly in roll number 23. That is a lower mint. Thank you, namaste. Thank you for gifting a membership in Starika. You're the lucky recipient there. Very kind of you. That is number 8, find number 18 in this first half of this box. I mean, yeah, if we get up to, say, around 40, like the average is, or near 40, yeah, that'll be record territory for us. I don't recall ever getting over 40. I could be not remembering, but looking 64 there. Come on, be a DDO or be a RPM. That one's got a little turn to it. I'll look at it a little closer later. I want to keep going on this. Yeah, we may just have to keep going, guys. I'll make this hour up later. It takes about an hour to get through it. What'd Frank say? That's right. When Grandpa finds out what the grandkids used to buy their candy with, it may not be a good day. Well, I won't tell him if you don't, but we want to find it. I always look out for the 2009s. They're a little lower mintage. We don't always find one, but a lot of times we do. So that's a fun one. That might be one. It's a 41. Whew. They just keep coming out of these rolls. A third 41. Roll number 24. All right. Let's keep going. 65 or 3? 63. but it's got a mint mark, so we're not worried about that one. 64D. Nothing on that one. We got here 71 that's worn pretty good. $79. I saw the top of the 7 and thought, man, if that's a good looking 39, we want to take a look for a mint mark on that. That would be a little more of a clue that it was looking good for us there, for maybe a key date or something. So 8 or 9 there, 6 here. That's going to be 18 total finds so far, 19 if you throw the proof in. So last roll, the first half of the box. Let's see if we can get one more and be at an even 20 halfway through the box. That would be amazing. And we're going to have it right there in the middle, 1941. And another Philly. So we've got a bunch of 41s now too. 25 rolls, 41 in the box. Nice. We have officially hit 20. A nice looking 70D right there. I think I'll set that aside to see if it is an upgrade. I think we've got some pretty good ones in the 70s. So it might not, but it might be. That, I thought we had another proof, but we don't. It's Denver minted. How many likes we got? About 48. Hey, Robert Bruce. Hello and welcome in. It is a nice proof. David, you may want to refresh your monitor or your browser. You might be lagging behind. We're going to do a giveaway here pretty soon for everybody, and I would hate for you to not be included. So, we got the 41 Philly, and that gives us an even 20 for this first half of the box. Unbelievable. Free King, that's true. Robert Bruce, I'm glad you're here. I think you might be a first-time visitor, maybe not. But either way, welcome in. You're one of 21 people that are here. If you're not a subscriber already, I would love to have you join in if you like what you're seeing here. Let's see what the second half of this box has got in it. At least get started, right? It could be cold as ice. I won't try to do a Robert or a Rob Vine's Treasure. Been here a few times. Okay. Hey, I'm sorry. There's a lot of names that I see, and sometimes, you know, if they're not, you know, some type of crazy distinct name like Lucky James Eller. He's got Lucky in there. Sometimes I just don't cue it up quite right. But thank you for being here. And thanks for being here in the previously too. 78 on that one. My memory's not everything everybody would like it to be, but it's funny what I do remember and what I don't. We got 50 likes. Awesome, Bruce, or Robert, I'm sorry. Yeah, 1525. Man, we might get to 1600 before we do our 1500 celebration. I got to start making some plans for that because it's coming up. Lots of Roberts in the coin channels, that's right. Hey, we're going to open one more roll, see if we can get it up, keep it above 50 for this roll, and then we'll do it. I'm going to have to open up StreamYard. I hadn't done that yet today. Are you kidding me again? Are you kidding me? Look at how bad this one is. Just color difference, right? But look at the year. 1939 again. Can we get one? No. We can't. But there's something interesting going on right above Monticello there. Nope, just a scratch. I thought maybe there was some a clash or something. Nice, Robert. Thank you so much. Another 39. How are we getting all these 39s? We've now got 3 39s and a 38 in this stream. That is super rare. Roll 27 is going to have another 39. Just amazing, guys. Just amazing. 4 in the 30s. It's an awesome box. You have too many 39s? My address is... I hear you there. I hear you. See, I do log all these too, so I know what I've got. 64 Jefferson nickel. You can find some beautiful ones. I hope you got a really nice one. All right, let me get some file. Let me get that open to get that. To get StreamYards open. Make up a roll of 39s. Yeah, well, they'll all be Phillies, so I mean, they're not worth that much. They're kind of cool. So let's fire up a 50 likes giveaway for our nickel hunt today. You guys will have 3 minutes to jump in. Type in !GAW, and I think we'll kind of take the advice and do that year 2000 S proof nickel that we found. And yet, you know, there's some truth there. That AppMex will load those up, and oh yes, freaking, that is a good find. You know, I mean, AppMex will roll those up and sell them. And maybe I'm the foolish one for not doing it. I don't know. I don't know that I've got that many. I might have a tube of them and starting a second, so it's not like I could sell tons of them. But, hey, here's a 1947. Another find. They just keep coming, guys. 47S on this one, I think. If it was 48 or 49S, it would have been a semi-key date. But this one is just a 47S. Who'd have thought? And roll number 28. That's getting down there in mintage though, because that's a 24.7 million minted. That's not below 10 million, but it's down there. Good looking 1960 right there. Ooh, possibility of a semi-key date. We've got a 55. We want this one to be a Philly. Can we get a 55 Philly out of this? No. 55 Denver. Whew. Kind of got my heart racing on this box, guys. That's 2 of them in the 28th roll, and this one's a 55 Denver. It's still lower mintage, but yeah, at 74 million, but it's not the semi-key filly that we were looking for. Did I see New Marshall in town come in? Hello, New Marshall. We're doing some nickel hunting today. I think we're going to extend this because I'm having some fun and we're in a hot box. Man, I couldn't have planned that better, not knowing what was in this box, but deciding to hunt it live. This one is this is part of my nickel hunt and fill series. So later on, we're going to take a look and see what would be nice adds to the box. So let me get over to our secondary monitor. I wasn't planning on doing that today, but we've got 20 entries. We're going to be playing for that 2000S San Francisco proof nickel that we found during this hunt. So here we go. Winner's going to be Jeff Scotton. Jeff, I'm not sure. I think I've sent something to you before, but it's always good to send you something as well on a random day like today. So we will get out an envelope. You guys want to go for 75 likes today? Let's see. 50 likes on a nickel hunt. We don't say that very often. Let me get back to where I can find where the nickels are. There we go. Jeff Scotton, congratulations. You will have that shiny 24-year-old proof nickel. Congratulations to you, sir. Get that out in the mail. How about that, guys? Doing giveaways, too. Now, you know, I mean, it's been cool finding all these 30s and getting some close calls on some key dates, semi-key dates, and all that kind of stuff. But what I want to find is some buffaloes or some war nickels. That would convince me that we've got more than just a little dump of nickels, but a collection dump. That would be pretty cool. Let's see, are we caught up here? Nope, we got 10 and 8. We're behind as usual. The nice thing is it's a nice, even, fairly even spread on the... That's your first win? Nice. Well, I will make sure of that, and if it's your first win, you, sir, will get one of those. That's our channel sticker. Probably going to need to start thinking about putting an order in for more of them. Been crushing dreams all week. Yeah. I got to witness some of that when I was in Santa Fe, New Mexico, sitting at coin shop's table looking through large cents to see if I could find something for my collection. And a guy came in with buffaloes, and he had a dateless buffalo, and thought, man, that's got to be worth something. And I'm like, no, it's all the value's been worn off of it. Yeah, so it's tough when you got to be honest with them and watch them kind of get upset, or hopefully, you know, everybody in that position pretty much learns how to shoot people straight, and you know, try to let them down a little bit easy, but you know, hopefully people don't get too irate, because I mean, you can't help it. You thought it was something, and you took it to an expert, and the expert says, well, no, it's not. That's okay. They didn't add the P to coins until 1980. Yep. Well, that's why when I found that 22 no D wheat cent, I had to do a double take and make sure that the year that I thought it needed to be was, in fact, the year that it was. Thought maybe we had another proof there. That would have been unusual, highly unusual to find a second proof. What we got here? Well, worn out 86. Nobody has ever looked at that and said, man, that's a valuable one. And a 93 just passed through my hand there, and what can I say? I've seen enough 39s today that I got a little excited when I saw a 9 and a 3. And it looked good. $65, nothing much there. 64 D. Not going to be anything on that one. It's not like you wore out the coin, yeah. Well, and that's the hard thing for a lot of folks. It's frustrating to see how many coins come back from grading that say they were cleaned. And you know you didn't do it. You can't be sure if the guy before you did it or not. But, you know, if it's a 150-year-old coin, it could have been cleaned day one. It could have been cleaned any time in its 150-year past, but it's, you know, especially in a time when people didn't value them or think, hey, this could be worth something one of these days. You know, cleaning a coin was no big deal back then. Now that you got collectors and stuff, you know, we find the stuff and, you know, well, unfortunately, yeah, it's cleaned. We still like it, but it does hurt the value if what you're looking to do is to, you know, use it as a moneymaker. Well, it's got a little interesting doubling on it. We might take another look at it a little bit later. Hard to see clearly on that one. Another 64 Denver, another one that looked old, but it's 64. Anybody born in 64, you can rest assured. I don't feel like that's old on a coin, or for you. Let's see on that one. See, that one's the shaking hands, but it's a Denver mint mark. So we want to look for the Philly. That one has doubling on the 4 in 2004. And we're in a little bit of a drought right now. This is about our 4th or 5th roll since we found anything. That means we're due. And we've only gotten 3 so far in the second half of the box. But we'll see what happens. Let's keep going. Looks like I will get to work an extra hour or so this weekend. Make up for this time. So, if you're with my company and watching, yes, I will make up the time. I always do. But it's not always because of this. You know, I don't do this very often. 1970. What do we got here? 73. Man. Don't tell me the box has run out of steam. Fleabag, how's it going? Good to see you in here, Fleabag. All right. The other cool thing is I could always run these back to the bank too. Really nice looking, what, 85, 83, 85? 85 Denver. Might set that aside. That might be an upgrader. We've got some paint on it. That's a 77. Yep. Stretch my foot out here. Spends too much time in one position, it kind of starts to get really sore. Yep. Yep, that's cleaning them. And that happens. That's also called money laundering. Just kidding. Walker Magnet's got a stream tomorrow. He's sold out. He'll be on at 11 a.m. Looks like he's maybe got some boxes of half dollars this week. Hoping you do, Walker. Hoping you do. Hoping they're good ones. See, everything old is 64 now, so the box is kind of teasing me. It's payback for getting all excited about the first half of the box. See, that one's all worn on the back, but it's 64. And it's not it's not an RPM. That's pretty cool finding a proof, though. We found them before, but I can probably count on two hands how many we've ever found. So that's pretty cool. Man, cold streak here. That or I forgot what to look for. It looks like the first half of the box literally was the hottest one, because now it's been roll 28 since we found anything, and we're into roll 35. Quentin Rand will be on tonight doing his Friday night hangout. I might not get to catch much of that because I will be, like I said, be going up to Boy Scout camp to watch ceremonies and maybe see my son be recognized for some things. It'd be awesome if he was. I won't be heartbroken if he's not, but it'd be awesome if he is. 64 Philly, 76. We got here 86. I think the first half of this box definitely got the lion's share of somebody's collection. I was afraid this half might get cold, but even with an average box, we'd be getting 10 finds. We're gonna have to pick up the pace. We've only got 3 in the second half of this box. That would get us to 30 finds. We've been to 30 before. Gotta turn on the heat. Yeah. Gotta go mod. Oh, you know who's probably on here in about 30 minutes is probably Joe Durbin on his Friday auction. Didn't think about that. So if you're looking for some goodies, I think Joe Durbin will probably be on yet this afternoon with some things you can go buy. If we get done in time, maybe I'll head over there. The rate this box is not producing now, we're going to pick up speed on getting caught up on it, time-wise. All right, Jeff. Yeah, absolutely. Needing your address would be one thing. I failed to mention that, but nope. You know exactly what I needed to have. That will be great. Come on, Fines. Where'd you go? We're did I forget to write one down? There we go. We're back on it with a 47. And it is another 47S. Very cool. 47S, as I recall, a ways back here. Oh, no, not too far. That was almost one of the last ones we got. So we're into 30, roll 37. Whew, 9 rolls to find our next find. Hopefully they'll heat back up. That's another one that's below 30 million minted, only 24.7 million minted. That's a good one. We like lower mintages. Ooh, there's a good looking 63. That's almost all the 63s are really good looking here in this box. I don't see the tripling anywhere on there. Not full steps. Nope. Just another nice 63. We'll put that in for comparative purposes. And another 54. So now we're getting back into getting more than one in there. Oh my, that one's counterstruck. KF. I don't know who KF is. Kentucky Fried. If it was FK, it would be Free King. Perplexed Mind, hey, how you doing? But it's still a 54D with a counterstrike. Interesting. Still in roll 37. 54D. KF counterstrike. All right. Interesting. Jesse Kruckenberg, welcome in. Good to see you again. How's Jesse doing? Man, another one. We're back into, like, what, 3 finds now in a roll? 41. Philly. 37th roll. 41 finds. That's going to get us up to 26. Now I think we're going to get there real easily, at least for the 30. And we're not done with this roll. Again, we're going to have one with 4 finds. And, you know, we still have a few coins left. This one's a 41 again. And this one's a 41D. Quick look here. 41D might have something going on with that mint mark. I don't really see anything significant going on there. So, 41D. Last one we had was a 49 Philly out of there. So we've had 3 in the 40s and 1 in the 50s from that roll. And that gets the 40s caught up with the 50s. We're now tied at 11 on each. I'm getting that caught up. So there we go. I guess the box heard us and said, wake up, hold on. Hold my nickels. That might have not sounded completely right, but nothing was intended. Let's keep going into roll 38. Boy, for 9 rolls of almost nothing. No. Are we still on? Let me know if you're still there, because OBS just disconnected and reconnected. Is everybody still there? Okay, great. I don't know why it just randomly does that. The last time it did it, it dropped the internet, so that's the first thing I was looking at. You know, I might have to cave in and do kind of what Tupac's recommending and get into the StreamYard environment so that it won't, so if it drops I can recover and not lose you guys. Maybe what I gotta do. Hey Crafty Dragon, welcome on in. The water is fine for this hunt. Man, we're having a great box. Giving away a proof nickel that we found earlier for 50 likes. Wasn't planning on doing a likes thing, but you know, sometimes you just got to do it when the people are there. Jim Meadows, welcome in. Good to see you. Got all kinds of folks here. 23 people. Got kind of a few people in, few people out, but we're down to 12 rolls. We're just going to finish it out. 50-second like, yeah, and I'm showing maybe 55 total. So thank you so much for that, guys. Man, you guys are amazing. That just, you know, it's stuff like that. I know it's not that big of a deal, but for a channel my size and for what I can put into it, usually only once a week, kind of got a bonus on that today. You know, even getting 50 likes means a great deal to me. So I really appreciate you guys doing that. Really gives me a lot of, kind of renews my energy when stuff like that happens. Just, you know, just because it doesn't have to happen. Yeah, no idea what a fun search it was going to be. That's right. 11 rolls to go, guys. Chris Helms made it in. How are we doing, Cowboy fan? We've had some pretty good rolls here. Between 2 rolls, we've had 9 finds. Roll number 15 had 5 finds and 37 had 4, which is crazy. But, you know, hey, one thing that I'm getting lucky with here is that by doing this live, I don't have to stitch together all of these individual clips now. Just doing it live, you're getting them unedited and without all the work it takes to put it together. So I actually got kind of lucky by doing it this way today. Saving myself time and effort. Now, here's the funny thing. This is box number 24. If you go out into the playlist, you won't see a box 23. Well, I've got to do all the work to put that one together, so I'm kind of ahead of my own pace, if you will. We'll look at that one closer later. That one's got red in it, but you know, if that D had anything going on, it's been dinged up so bad you can't tell. Unfortunately, that's where some of them end up, because nobody knew it then. Uh-oh, there's Stickman. How we doing, Sticky? 10 rolls to go, guys. Maybe we can get a few more finds and get up to 30. Wouldn't that be great? That one's gross.
Freeze, go first.
Hey now. You got the gopher on me. Jeff, you weren't here in the days where we would have bots coming in and doing, suggestive ad material, we'll call it. We actually used to have a little sounder and a counter where we would count the number of, bot kills we had from mods, and I'd put in a little shotgun blast to take care of them. Hey, Stickman, how's it going? I think we've got another one here. 1952. We don't see that too often. That's a 52S. Terrible shape. I'm looking here. I don't see anything real significant. 51S would have been a semi-key date. 52S probably is lower mintage. We'll find out. We're into roll number 41 of 52S. Let's see what it comes at. That's pretty low. That's maybe the lowest mintage we've got so far. It's 20 million. 20.
Yeah, he not only rambled, but he rumbled and stumbled.
20.5 million were made. So not a bad find. I halfway get the feeling we're going to find another 38 or 39 in here for some reason. Wouldn't that just be crazy? That breaks the tie. We now have 12 on the 50s. So let's keep going. Roll number 42. It was a lot of fun having that, Whack-A-Bot. We play Whack-A-Bot in the chat. Kept people on their toes. Especially our mods. I have cut back on the number of mods. I had like a lot of mods, and a lot of them were people that weren't coming in for a while. So if you were previously a blue name mod in here and you're no longer, it's nothing personal. It's just, we set you up one time so that you could post something and never took you off by accident or whatever. But, some of it was just a little bit of consolidation. Didn't have to have everybody. My channel doesn't put everybody's name in blue. It's just how I chose to do it. But if your name's green, that means you're a member, either a paying member or a recipient of a free membership. We've had about, I want to say at least 11 of those today. So that should help out our membership numbers again. I think we're going to have another find here, unless it turns out to be a 64. And we're right there at it. Nope, 1946. 1 year off of being a war nickel. 46 Philly. Do we have anything we want to look at there? A DDR. I'm not sure where, but let's take a look and see if we've got any kind of doubling on there that's noticeable. I don't really see any. Let's look elsewhere. Let's find silver. I'm with you. We'll just kind of look at almost everything we can here. See if there's some type of doubling that is obvious. I'll take a look at it afterward, but a 46 Philly is another nice find. We'll see what its mintage is here in just a second. Roll number 43. 46. That's pretty high mintage, 161 million. So not that uncommon to find them. There's another 64. I could just tell it looked older. The material looked a little off-colored and older. But I've seen plenty of those that turned out to be 64s as well. So, no shock if it would have been. Nice looking 71 there. Looking 90. Not in good enough to shape to double check it. A lot of channels do mass send outs. What's going on? Delbert, when you have people still winning stuff on your giveaways, the best bet for me is to do a mass send out and at the end of a month. Sorry, it'll be sent. Okay, so yeah, each channel kind of does it their own way. There for a while, I was lucky if I was getting mail out every other week. We're almost to 30 finds, and that tied us up again at 12. Very cool. Yeah, so, you know, if you think you should have seen something from any channel, best move, you know, send them an email. If you don't have an email, a courteous chat just to check in on it would be fine. And you know, the big thing is, like, a certain person who's not been banned from the channel yet, but got real close, going to somebody else's channel and calling them out when, you know, a simple mistake on my end I didn't think that I had his email, or his an email with his address in it. That's a 40S right there. And that one may have an overmint mark or an RPM. Let's look. But, you know, going into somebody else's channel and crying about it, this is about your average nickel box. You know, my average is probably around the 25. So I'm not surprised on that, but we get north of 30 and that turns into a really good box. So 40S. Let's see if that one's lower mintage when I pop it in. $39 million, almost 40. I call that lower mintage. And I think we could have more than one in this box, and we're going to have one. And let's double check the 5 and the 3 here. That is a 59. Doggone it. I was hoping it's a 39 because it's also a 59 Denver. All right, 59 Denver. Also in roll 44. You get some good boxes then. Oh yeah, no problem, Stickman. I'm talking about a certain person whose name might be Jeff with about 6 F's in it. He thought it'd be wise to go complain about it on another channel and then to get into my comment video and decide to turn it into something there. It was my mistake. I didn't find his email, but it was under a different name than anything that I had gotten on PayPal or Cash App that gave me a name, and there was no email on there. So I really was trying to find it. 3 months later, I just hadn't gotten the right thing. We did end up finding it kind of on the spot, and I apologized about it. I refunded his money. I did all that kind of stuff. I sent it to him even when he said, don't worry about it. I'm just like, no, I'm giving you no excuse. You know? It could have been lost in the mail too. He wouldn't have known any better. I could have made that excuse and not been straight about it. It's a really nice looking 56. It is a Denver as well. That's definitely going to get checked out for the book. That's got a strong possibility to be an upgrade there. That's still in roll 44, so another roll with multiple finds in it. Just craziness. We might not be done. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that guy anymore. He upset me, and it's easy to get drug into it. Just saying, do your best to handle your business. Outside of a chat, if you got to be in a chat, do it nicely. You know, and it looks like that was what happened here. So another 49 Philly there. Man, this is 3 rolls that we've had at least 4, maybe 5 finds in. That is crazy. But like half of the, yeah, I know. Gotta do this, gotta do there. Oh, it was there. Come on. I don't know about this thing. All right, that was the other one I thought was going to be something. It looks like it wasn't. Yeah, this. Whoa, look at this one. Woohoo! That is ugly. I'm not even sure what all that was in. 64D. Let's hope that's not an RPM. Last time I said that on a DDO, it ended up being one on a 74. It didn't look like rust, it looked like chocolate. So that gets us to 33 finds for the box. Yeah, it's toasty. You can throw a toasty at it. You would be right. Taste it. No. Well, let me get all those finds put on our board now. Still tied, but this time we're tied at 14 apiece. Man, what a box. This has been really nice, really cool. We might have more in this roll. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? 1939. I said I thought there was going to be another 38 or 39. Just the way this has gone. And unfortunately, we still can't get that key date. 439 in this box. That's just amazing to me. We might take a run at 40 if this keeps up. Have to roll with it. Yeah, that's right. And you know what? I've not gotten an email back. That guy, all he had to do was email me and ask about it, and then I would have had his email. I could have maybe used that to find his address. I asked him to email his address. He didn't want to do that. He was more interested in making a point and trying to make me look bad than he was making, resolving the issue. That's when I know I'm working with a straight up punk. So, you don't want to be a punk in my books, don't do that. Maybe he's a kid, I don't know. I never really found that out either. So, if he's a kid doing this, then there's even bigger problems there. All right, roll number 45 is done. 5 to go. We're at 34 finds. Amazing. 57 likes. Is it a DDR? Sam Wilson. A DDR on which one? The 39. Oh, yeah, we got to look at that. I forgot. We looked at the others earlier and they weren't. I forgot to look at that one. And just so we're thorough, no hitting notch either. No, I'm good now, kin of mine. Good to see you, Sam. How's the job going? You got that job pinned down yet and making some bucks? I hope so. Look at that total there. I'm behind on one. Look how many in the 30s I got, Sam. No buffaloes, no silvers, no war nickels, but 5 in the 30s. That's crazy. Oh, sorry to hear that, Sam. I hope there's no holdup on that. I wish I had a recorded Sam Wilson. Man, that guy can do a lot of impressions. And I wish I had a few of those recorded. I could turn them into sound bites on here, kind of a la Southern Metal. Not to completely rip him off, but there's some of those that are pretty amazing. Not a Kennedy. You're right, not a Kennedy. None of these will be. So, down to 17 people here. I think they know that we're getting close to the end of the box. This roll plus 3 more to go. Then we're going to call it. Might check on the book to see if we've got any replacements there. We don't have any new additions. That's why with that many in the 39 and 38 years, not getting a key date kind of hurts. So that's a lot of opportunities. More, I could go boxes and a dozen boxes without that many 38s and 39s available to us. But to not get one, man, we got to break that streak. My daughter has found a 39S before I have in that box at Paul's Spare Time. She didn't get to keep it, though, because it was a box that was already bought and we were hunting for somebody. It was kind of a group effort. Sam probably remembers that. He was sitting right next to her. Hey, Starika, you're still here? That's awesome. All right. 3 rolls left. Going to be just about on time for a 2 o'clock shutdown. I could maybe bundle these up and get them back to the bank. Get that money back in the bank, Another find, 54. And it's a San Francisco. 54 San Francisco has a DDR on it. Where am I looking on this one, Sam? On the 54S. I don't see any kind of DDO, or DDR, I should say. Sam knows where. Whoa, that one got a lot. That one got caught up on something in the middle of it. Maybe in a coin return or something like that. Should be 54S. Should be S over D. See, I'm seeing that there's a DDR. There is an S over D. You're right. And I don't know that we're seeing that right there. But Rob's Mad is also saying that there's a DDR. While we have it up here, we'll look. Sorry, I gotta move it. Well, the word Monticello and since has taken a beating. Monticello's had a tornado on it. Look at that. I don't really see any doubling, so we're going to say it's not. 54S is another fun find to have. A bunch of them in the 54s too. So let's see, that's roll number 48. 64S. A little bit lower mintage there, under 30 million, 29.4 million. Let's get back over to the nickels there. Let's see what this one is. Worn out 64. No Denver. Hoping we had a 2009 there, but it was a 2008. It's the 2019s that throw me because the one is kind of skinny. Got there, worn 77. This could be one. Oh, 64, but it's Denver. And I don't see a mint mark on that one. This by the steps of the NT and Monticello. Okay. Okay. I didn't really... I still got it on top here. We can take a look. Yeah, I don't really see anything there. So we'll go with that. Yeah, I didn't see any of the doubling, so we'll move on. You saw something. There we go. That looks like, I think that's just where dirt. Well, let's bring it up. Let's go see what we've got here. Do we have them as old as we needed in here? What are we on here? 54S. Well, there's the overmint, and that's certainly not it. Repunch, that wasn't it. Well, you might be... Son of a gun. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Wow. I should have pulled up this picture to begin with. I'm going to go back to the other view, but what he's looking at there, guys, is right there. And then right there, it kind of comes down and meets the N, and then kind of comes back between the N and the T, like that. It is worn, but I'm gonna have the book here. I'm gonna bring you back. This is that 54S. Well, that might be a $35 coin right there. But as you can see, and I will pull this down so you can see more of it. Man, I mean, this thing has been destroyed by whatever happened in the middle of it. Can I get this over there, please? Thank you. You can see it looks pretty similar. It comes down from the steps, meets up with the T, comes across. That's real strong, but that's there. Holy cow. Man, Sam, thank you for keeping me from making a bad mistake there. That's crazy. I mean, the coin itself is just junk, but it is what it is. Maybe I get 20 bucks for it. Die gouges through Liberty, and let's go take a look. that I see any die gouges. Let's pull up Variety Vista. Man, this is something else. Let's go to JN Double Dies 54S. This is a DDR 54S. There we go. And yeah, FS 801. Let's go over to our second monitor so we can see. See, now that one makes it look like there should be multiple steps. Like really zoomed in there. I'm not sure we saw that. But you're saying these, okay, through there. So that's what we're wanting to look for. They're probably worn too. Yeah, I would agree with that. Come back to our zoom in. Yeah. Let's go back to our secondary monitor and see. Wish I'd pull them up side by side, but so it kind of starts north of the R, down through the crossbar of the T, and through about the middle of the Y. And then again back to the top of the E to the serif on the R. So let's see. It kind of looks like it's there, right? I mean, I'm hoping this isn't my eye wanting it to be there, but I'm seeing a little something right there. And then I'm kind of seeing like something right about there, which would be right where it needs to be. I think it's just a really dirty coin. Being that it's got a bunch of damage on it, I might try to just touch it up a little bit or something. Try to put it in some warm water, maybe. But since it's already damaged so badly, since it's so badly damaged, like right there, I don't have any problem. Yeah, that's amazing. A 54S FS 801. I'm calling it. It's the real deal. Man, Sam, it's a good thing you're here because I would have missed that one. Makes me want to go back and look at a few others. That's crazy. So not only is that a 40 or a 50s find, but we actually have a miscellaneous too. I'm counting it in both. Yes, it is. 54S DDR. So I'll probably put a short out on that one. I might try to clean it up a little bit and do a short on it. So I think there's a lot of just dirt in there that's kind of obscuring it too. So that's amazing, guys. Thank you for making me stop and look at that one again. That's craziness. And what a find. Not a super pricey one, but you know, it's another find that gives us 35. A couple of them have been really cool. And now we got 2 more rolls to get through. Unbelievable. I've been finding some more errors. I think I found my first leaky bucket on a Vermont quarter. And then I've had a bunch of people find them. I hadn't, but now I have. And then pretty sure I found a different one. Forget what it was the other day, but well, here's another counter-struck one. V or less than 0? I don't know. A V with a halo? I don't know what's going on there. All right, we got to get this done so we can get back to work. 52 Philly. Let's see if we've got anything to look for there. Not seeing anything. Another 52 in roll number 49. Under 100 million there, right at about 64 million. What else can we find in these last 2 rolls? You almost expect to find them after all this. 64D. I'm not so sure. And Sam, it's almost like I want you to look at all my 64Ds now. There's certain things to look for, and I never seem to see them. But that one, like you said, I had saw that too and kind of dismissed it as just dings. But man, good find, good catch. This one's got an off-color rim on it. It's not going to be anything, just a beat up 78. Last roll of the box, guys, by the way. Thank you for sticking around through this hunt. I'm glad we ended up doing the rest of this because I probably would have ignored that. That is amazing. You got to look at them all like that. This one's got some, been flattened out, been caught in a dryer or something. There's a 68. I don't think we're going to have anything else in here. Nope. That's it for the box. So, man, that was fun. That was really fun. We'll bring this down here and show you what we got here. We ended up with 16 from the 50s. This is going to be a really high point value box too. I keep another spreadsheet. Handy that records, you know, a point system if we're doing box battles. I just record all of them that I get. But let's switch over here. So this is kind of my little summary here. So for Phillies, 38 we had 1, 39 we had 4. We got a P, well, let's see, in 40. Okay, this is for literally having a Philadelphia mint mark. This is for not having a Philadelphia mint mark. I put those in there strictly for these in here in silver, which are silver years. But there's also, this is a transition year for the war nickel. So you got one that has the Philly above and you have one that doesn't, both from Philly. One of them, the one above is silver, the one below is, or one with no mint mark is not. We get a bunch of those. So we did a PD&S for 1940, 4 fillies and 1 Denver in 41. No silver today. Kind of shocking given how many finds we had. A filly from 46, 2 San Franciscos from 47, 3 fillies from 49, and then we have a 52 from Philly and a 52 from San Francisco. We did PD&S in 54, 1 Philly, 2 Denvers, and the FS 801 that we just spent a lot of time looking at, so that's cool. We had a 55 Denver, wish it had been a Philadelphia, a 56 Denver, 4 57s, a 58, and 2 59 Denvers as well. As you can see, total of 36 finds, 16 50s, 14 40s. Amazing, no two ways about it. 5 of them from the 30s and 1 proof. Unfortunately, we didn't fill any new spots, so we're still going to be stuck at 181. 96.3% of the book is filled, but we did get that counter strike on that one. And the FS 801 has got to be, maybe not the prettiest, but it's a pretty cool find overall. And this gives you a little bit of a look in the background, how I keep track, roll, year, and then I've got a table out here that we have all the mintages on, depending on what I fill in here. If I put in, let's just say 39D, you'll see it comes up with only 3.5. So I've got it set up to do that to help me out. 36 is a huge box, yeah. And Pa, we found an FS 801. So thanks for coming in, Pa. It's good to see you. I've had those readers on for 2 hours now, and the world looks a little fuzzy to me. 36 is a great box for us. That might be near record. But we've got a few of these we're going to check to see if they are upgrades or not. We'll do that with you here since we're still here. And why not? We'll kind of finish the story, So let me grab our books. And let's see what we can maybe have as an upgrade. Let's see. I don't think our 38's going to upgrade. Nope. That one's looking pretty good. We couldn't get any DD. Oh, what happened here? Oh, okay. We can do this. It gives you a full view there. 39 that we have there is in pretty good shape, but with 4 options, we got to look. Nope, I like the one we've got in the book best. Couldn't believe we had 5 in the 30s there, Pa. That was crazy. Here's the one I want to look at most. 56, and it's a Denver. Do we have a good one there, or can we do better? I think that's a better one. That is pretty clearly a better one, I think. It's definitely brighter. I think I like that one. You'll take a 39? If you need a 39, Jeff, I'll send you one. All you gotta do is ask. Yeah, you know what? I can actually look and see what I've got. Let me pull up my other sheet here. I'm messing with the wrong mouse. Let's see, nickel score sheet. Let's see what that's got for me. Sorry, it's blurry. All right, Ken of Mine, thanks for coming in. Thanks for hanging out. Let me see what I've got here. Actually, I don't have anything right on the side here that sums it up. But now I do. Let's see. I've had a box with 38 finds in it. I've had one with 39. And not too long ago, I had one with 36. So, you need a 39? All right, Jeff, I'll toss one in. You'll get 2 nickels from me. So, yeah, this one will tie with one a couple weeks ago that I had at 36, but it'll be the third most we ever had. That's kind of cool. So, I like that 56 Denver we've got in there now. That's a good looking one. Let's keep looking at a couple others here. Not a lot of them to mess around with. Put that one back. Got some really nice looking ones over here in the 60s. So be a little tough to replace one of those. Let's take a look. 63. Yeah, that's going to be a pretty tough one to replace. 63D is even tough to replace. There's a nice 85. We'll look at that one. There's another 63. There's the third 63. We looked at all those for the tripling, but God, it feels like it's a tie there. I don't know that there's really anything that edges it out. I'd be looking at some pretty minute details there. Maybe a little scuff there, so maybe this one was doing a little better. I don't know. I'll have to take a look at the reverse though, because that is what. You know, if I upgrade this book to a window book, then you know, we're gonna have to see if the reverse looks any better or not. That could be the difference. 85 Denver. Something tells me that I probably have decent 85 Denver. Yeah, that one's pretty good in there. I don't think we're going to worry about replacing that one. So, nothing to see on that one. That's book 2. What do we have here? There's another nice 63 Denver. I think my 63 Denver was looking pretty good though, so. Yeah, that's a tough one to beat. Might be a little smudge out there in front that one can do better than, but a little rim ding on this one too, so I'll take a smudge over a ding. But still nice, a lot of nice 63s in here, like really book-worthy ones. I think these are the other ones we wanted to look at. 61, 61, and 70D. All right. I have to go back to book 1 for the 61s. Just so you know, there's the ones that we're missing. The D and the S in 38, the D and the S in 39, the 42P silver, the 42S silver, 44S silver, and the 50D. If the scope would be nice, but got room for a few upgrades along out there, especially things like 46S. Didn't we have a 46S? 46 Philly. Well, that might be an upgrader there. It is. We're going to upgrade that 46 Philly too. '59 Denver, I think, is probably a pretty safe one to have a good one on, but we'll take a look. Yep. Oh, that's 59. 59 Denver. This one's not perfect. It's got a little booger out in front of his nose, so I'm not so sure that that's... It looks better overall. I'd have to see if I could get that booger off of him. The back's got some spotting on it too, so we'll see. What else do we have to look at?
Freeze, go first.
You got me. 57 Denver. I think those are doing pretty good too. Yeah. I think we got an upgrade on that one too. See a gopher on my shoulder. We already looked at the 56. 55's nothing to get excited about. I think that's going to be it. So let's look at that 61 like we were planning to. Let's see, that's a 61 Philly and a Denver, so we look at both. 61 Philly, I've got a beautiful one. No winner there. And the 61D that I have is just a little bit better, so we're good there. Let's jump over to the 70D, and then we'll wrap things up. Got a beautiful 70D in the book. Hard to beat that one. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know if you were aiming at me or the gopher. Anyway, yeah, I think that one in the book is just a touch better than the 70D there. So we'll go ahead and take those to the return. And I think that's probably going to be the end of our hunt today. Just show off a little bit more. We've got all that. Don't have a 2020W. There's a few in there that could be upgraded that maybe along the way I just didn't realize that. But we're doing all right with these books. Like I said, no new additions today, but lots of good finds. Very happy with the amount of finds we had today. So tell you what, why don't we just get the sheet put together. Second monitor, please. All right, so here we go. 7/19/24. Did 50 rolls, and we got no key dates. No, we did have a variety, so that's good. We had a proof. We didn't have any foreigns. That's a little surprising. We normally get one. No war nickels, no V nickels, no buffalo nickels, no 2009s, but 5 in the 30s. What did I say? 14. Haha, Jeff. And 16 there. That's a pretty darn good box. If we were nickel battling, that would be a 183 point box. And I'm not so sure. I had one that was 186. and one that was $1.95. So third best box ever. Christian Man, yep. We had the third best box, nickel box that we've ever had. So, all that said, let me get some music queued up so we can get out of here. Just a second. All right. So, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Fun hunt. Third best box ever. And we found that 1954 FS 801. Thank you, Sam, for making me take a second, third, fourth look at that one. That's awesome. And, you know, midday like this wasn't too bad. About 2.5 hours. Means I got an hour and a half of work to make up, but we'll make that happen. I got to go, guys. Got to get back to work. Got to put some stuff in the mail for Jeff Scotton, who won that proof nickel, and we're going to give you one of those 39 Phillies just because that's what we can do. So, we will see you all on Sunday, 2 o'clock Central. We have 100 rolls of half dollars available. If you'd like to get some, just email me. You can always email me and let me know what you'd like to get. Hopefully, those boxes will be as good or better than this box. Holy cow. Gotta love that. So, there's a few phrases that other people use. I can't help myself. I either hear it when I say it, or I say it and think nobody else has said it, but I'm kind of sure somebody probably has. A lot of good phrases have been taken, so I don't have my own phrase. Hooty hoot, or it'll be a hoot. Freeze gopher. There you go. So, anyhow, email me. Exclamation email is in the chat. We'll see you later. SkyQuest, good to see you. If I missed saying hi to you guys, I'm sorry. Christian Man, you got in at the last minute, but, you know, we're doing really good. Let's see how many likes we had for this stream. I'm sure that one all went away. Looks like we had about 60 likes. That's not bad. Okay, we'll see you guys later. There's a moose.
Sorry, folks, we're closed for 2 weeks to clean and repair America's favorite family fun park. Sorry.
Later, guys.